Shalom. I pray in the all the mightiest of the almighty name of mind, everyone's ultimate only one master, superior, supreme, emperor, lord, leader, and true God of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of the righteous and original / foreigner, real Hebrews, Israelite, Jews, kings, and queens, royals, Yahweh, the heavenly Father, Yahweh, and the heavenly Son, Hamashak, Yahweh Shai, and the heavenly Mother, Harakakadash. I pray to Lord of Israel, Yahweh Bashem, Hamashak, Yahweh Shai Bashem, Harakakadash. I pray to Lord of Israel, and I bless his name. Amen. The reason why you must take psychopaths, sociopaths, and psychopathic covert narcissists seriously a lot. Take them very seriously. The reason why you must take all psychopaths very seriously. Now, narcissists and vulnerable covert narcissists and classic covert narcissists, the low rank witches and warlocks, the new agents and the gangsters, they're a joke. Okay? But when it comes to psychopaths, sociopaths, and psychopathic covert narcissists, okay, the high level of Satanists, the career criminals, and the career criminals who are also something else in the position of power, like career criminals are also judges, career criminals are also firefighters, career criminals are also ambulance, career criminals are also doctors, nurses, judges, lawyers, politician leaders, Christian pastors, military soldiers, police officers, so on and so forth. You should take them very seriously because they're high rank witches and warlocks, and they're possessed and controlled by the strong and smart types of demons, and they're possessed by the Lucifer evil spirits. Okay, and they're controlled by the strong and smart types of demons. Now, they're not smarter, they're not strong, but the demons who control them are the strong and the smart types of demons. Just like me, I'm controlled by Yahweh Shai. I'm not Yahweh Shai, but Yahweh Shai spirit controls me. That's where I get the knowledge from. Yahweh Shai controls my mind, right? He controls all the empaths' minds, not only myself. He controls all the chosen ones' empaths are controlled by Yahweh Shai spirits. Okay? And we're possessed by the Yahweh Shai Holy Spirit, which is Harakakadash, and we're controlled by Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai controls our behaviors, our thinkings, our emotions. So same thing with the psychopaths. Also, demons, strong and smart types of demons control their behaviors, their thinkings, their emotions, their visions, their verbals, everything controls about. They're controlled by demons in all types of ways. Like everything about them is controlled by demons, strong and smart types of demons. So why you must take psychopaths very seriously? Because psychopaths, they're no joke. Okay? Because for so many reasons, but the ultimate reason is they will tell you, why did God make me to be the wicked? Why did God create me to be the evil person? Just like Esau, when he was bucking against the Lord, like he would say, why thou made me the wicked? He was talking to Yahweh. He said, why did you make me the wicked? First of all, the Lord can do whatever he wants. Second of all, think about it. If us, the righteous empaths, if we were created by Satan to be the righteous, while the so-called white man, who's the devil, was created to be the wicked by Satan, first of all, they would have not bitch and buck up and oppose and argue against the will of Satan. First of all, because that's their God, Lucifer. They won't oppose the will of their God, Lucifer, Satan. They won't oppose it. But they will definitely oppose the God of the Bible, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim, because that's their adversary, that's their enemy, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. But they will definitely not oppose and argue and bitch and puck up. They will not oppose the will of their God, Lucifer, Satan, for creating them to be the wicked and for creating us to be the righteous. That's the first reason. They will not oppose the will of their God, Lucifer, Satan. That's the first thing that they will not cry when they, by them saying, why did God make me to the wicked? But if they say, if Satan created them to be the wicked, they will not oppose the will of Satan. They would have not cried to Satan by telling Satan, why did you make us to be the wicked? No, they will not do that because they don't want to oppose the will of Satan. They don't want to argue, oppose, bitch, and they don't want to buck up against the will of Satan. That's the first reason. Second reason, because they know if Satan created us to be the righteous and created them to be the wicked, created the psychopaths, sociopaths, and narcissists, the so-called white people and their followers to be the wicked, and he created us, the Israelites, the foreigner and original Israelites, to be the righteous. For the second reason, they will not oppose the will of Satan. And the second reason is because they know in the future, in the millennium, in the judgment day, when Satan is going to be the judge. Because remember, Satan created them to be the wicked, and he created to be the righteous. That means Satan is more powerful than God, right? So since Satan is more powerful than God, then Satan is in control of God. Think about it, right? So The second reason why they will not be bitching and opposing Satan is because they know that in the judgment day, Satan is going to rule, Lucifer is going to rule, Lucifer is going to be the judge. So since Lucifer is going to judge the world, then that's mean the wicked, evil people are going to be blessed and rewarded. Okay? And righteous and good and holy people, good people in general, and animals and nature and good people, angels, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, the Rakakadash, and good and righteous and holy people, they are the ones who are going to be cursed and punished. Plus, the witches and warlocks, whether white people or not white people, like psychopaths, sociopaths, and narcissists, whether white people or not white people and their followers, okay, they're going to be kings and queens. So three reasons they don't want to oppose the will of Satan. First reason is because this is their God, Lucifer is their God. So they're not going to oppose the will of Satan. They're not going to oppose the will of their God, Lucifer. Second reason, because they know they're going to be blessed and rewarded, and the righteous is going to be cursed and punished and tortured. That's the second reason. And third reason, they're going to be kings and queens and masters and mistresses and gods and goddesses. And we're going to be the fucking slaves. Excuse my language, okay? But you see how they think? Put yourself in their position and think how they're thinking, okay? Okay? Three reasons why they're not opposing the will of Satan. If Lucifer created the Israelites, created whomever to be the good and righteous, and created them to be the wicked and evil and bad people, created them to be the psychopaths, and let's say if Lucifer created us to be, us Israel created us to be the empaths, and let's say if Lucifer created them to be the psychopaths, first of all, they're not going to oppose Satan because this is their God. I say this again and again, yes, because I want to get inside of your mind. I want you to absorb and listen and comprehend and understand. They're not going to oppose the will of Satan because that's their God, Lucifer, but instead they're going to oppose the will of God, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kakadash. Okay? And second thing, they're going to be kings and queens, and we're going to be the fucking slaves. Excuse my language again. Okay, but I hate to be a slave. Okay, so we're going to be slaves, and they're going to be masters and mistresses and gods and goddesses and kings and queens. And third reason, the third biggest reason, they're going to be blessed and rewarded with riches, with good health, with families, children, all types of blessings that you can think of. And there's other types of blessings that the mind can't even think about, because there are things in the world haven't been invented that the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is going to give us. But I'm just saying, if Lucifer is the one who's in control, because he's the more powerful one than Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. He's more powerful than God. So Lucifer, since Lucifer is more powerful than God, then Lucifer is going to be in control of God, right? So first of all, they're not going to oppose the will of Satan because that's their God. And second of all, they're not going to oppose the will of Satan because they're going to be kings and queens and we're going to be slaves. And third reason why they're not going to oppose the will of Satan is because Satan is going to judge wicked people to bless and reward them. And he's going to judge the righteous people, good people and animals and natures, but nevertheless, he's going to judge the righteous people with punishments and curses. So three reasons why they're not going to oppose, bitch, and bucking up and opposing and arguing against the will of Satan for creating them to be the wicked and for creating us to be the righteous. But since Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai created them to be the wicked and he created us to be the righteous, they want to bitch at the Lord. They want to buck up at the Lord. They want to oppose the will of the Lord. Why did you make me the wicked? Okay? Well, first of all, because it's the Lord who made them to be. So, of course, whatever the Lord does, they're going to oppose whatever the Lord does. That's the first thing. They're going to oppose the will of the Lord in everything. Second thing, they're going to be slaves, or we're going to be kings and queens. So that's the second reason why they're opposing the will of the Lord. And third reason, they're going to be punished and cursed. The wicked is going to be punished and cursed. And the righteous is going to be blessed and rewarded. And that's going to happen if the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kakadash, is going to be the judge of the earth. And that's what's going to happen. Why? Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kakadash is more powerful than Lucifer and his demons. So since Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kakadash, since God is more powerful than Satan, then God is going to be in control of Satan. But I'm just letting you know, if Lucifer is more powerful than God, if Lucifer is more powerful than Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, if Satan is more powerful than God, then Satan, he would have been in control of God, and he would have tortured the Lord, he would have tortured the angels, he would have tortured the believers, he He would have appeared physically to us and tortured us physically, right? To us, the believers. But I'm just letting you know